Today, I'm going to teach you how to style your hair at home, like at the salon. It's a few steps. It might take you, depending on the length of your hair, anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. But if you follow these steps, it's actually going to make it so much quicker for you. So we're going to basically do a blowout tutorial on how to style your hair and why certain things work and certain things don't. This is Sandra, beautiful, gorgeous, awesome hair on this beautiful person. This is just going to be super easy from beginning to end on a style out, on a blowout. So all these steps will help you understand how to do this on yourself. So after I've washed the hair, the root, you want to focus on the root as much as possible. You're going to put your conditioner pretty much mid-shaft to end, but you want to brush it through. So I have a metal brush to really help push that conditioner deeper into the cuticle. This is going to also protect the cuticle so that when you go to style, the hair's a lot smoother. So when you're going to style your hair, what you need to make sure is that most people take the blow dryer. Either they don't have this on your blow dryer, so your condenser must be on your blow dryer because there's a coil in here that will burn the hair. Secondly, a lot of people style their hair like this, okay? The right way is to, if you want to get a little bit more volume, it's typically to style from right here over that way, this over that way, the back forward. So a lot of brand new hair that eventually one day is going to be this long hair. A lot of people don't think about this, but this hair, you want to protect it to make sure as it's growing out, it's not over like processed or burnt because of how you're blow drying. If you blow dry into the hair, you're pushing these small hairs back into the head, and then when you go to brush them, it's snapping. So you're gonna start off with always brushing your hair to make sure everything's going in the same direction. And it doesn't really matter, as long as you just brush it to get all the little baby hairs, like these ones right here, going in the same direction. Then, as far as your blow dry, like I said, you're gonna start to go the opposite direction. Now I pre-dried the hair. Basically, you want to pre-dry the hair about 85 to 90%. That's going to save you a lot of time of not having to try to fight and get that water out of there. Based on the size of the brush you use and based on the haircut you have, you'll get the style without that extra effort. You're really focusing on smoothing the cuticle. Based on certain angles, you'll create that volume. And what I did is I used that small hair in between to kind of lift as a focal. So it already has the volume that I need. And with this bigger brush, I'll be able to cover more area. Also give that volume that's basically lasts until she washes her hair. So you're gonna section. Section is very important. You're gonna get the crown out of the way. Make sure that when you get your crown out of the way, you still need to brush it because this hair is going to dry a little bit and it could get tangled, okay? Take a clip. I prefer using chopsticks. This is how you'd use it. This is going to set in the back of the hair. You lay it down and you twist. There is steps that will become a lot more easier and natural. It takes, like anything, just like when you first started driving, it takes practice. But once these things become natural, you're gonna have that blow dry, like the salon quality, a lot closer. Cool, this is a Ergo brush. The ceramic plate is amazing because that gets hot. So the hair will be hot on the bottom and on the top. But you're not going to point the blow dryer at the brush. It's gonna skim the hair. So the air needs to skim. You're thinking about using that heat to seal the cuticle, to lay it down. The brush is gonna lift it and you're gonna just smoothen that cuticle. So you're starting from the bottom, so you're building that foundation. From the hairstylist side, of course, we have two hands working this way. From your side, it's a little bit harder. Yes, you have two hands, but the angles. This cord needs to be on the outside, so that way it's not in your way when you're blow drying this way. It actually that's how intricate every little step needs to be. You're gonna blow dry this way. If you can't hold your blow dryer like this and this gets too hot, it's not a good blow dryer. You're gonna then turn this like this. Now that's where the handle comes in for the back, and it's right here. When you go to the other side, you'll switch hands, make sure this is on the outside, and same thing, and turn your head to the right. This is for the left side. Hold that to the back, that's for the back side. You're gonna lift the hair, okay? And come, everything needs to be horizontal and slowly. Don't rush. The faster you go like this, you're not getting enough heat. I'm gonna get this back section out of my way, the sides out of my way, the other side, and this has to be pinned back up if you want great results. You got to keep this out of the way, and I'm also using it, it's drying up, so that's also going to give me some extra volume. Right there, that's going to give you a little bit extra lift. For the top, again, you're just gonna, now you can go back to how you normally hold it, that way. And just round brush section by section. The grand finale, I won't say it's the most important part, but it's a very crucial part. Everyone wants volume and they don't know how to get volume right in here. What we're gonna do is, once again, every section matters. So you can take this whole section, it's not gonna work. You need to divide this at least in 2 to 3 sections. With her hair, I can do 2. So I'm gonna take a little bit more. Once again, make sure this is out of the way. The brush in the front of the hair, the air is gonna come from behind, like so. How you're gonna do that is same difference. That's gonna be there. If you need a little bit more, you extend. You can hold your blow dryer like this. As you can see, all that volume, it's about taking time to creating that. When I took the brush out of the hair, I didn't just take it out. I basically let the hair cool down and kind of let it set. What we need to do is, once again, come from behind as much as possible to blow dry that hair. So we're creating a bend, like a U shape in the hair. So this is gonna come forward. This is the magic right here. Once that's smooth, you'll put the brush on top of the hair, and the air, bring that closer to your face as possible, and you're just smoothening the cuticle. You're not styling the hair, you're smoothening the cuticle. Based on the size of the brush, you're gonna get that volume.
Oh my goodness. I love it.